Here.
Good morning. Good to be with you. I'll kick us off then.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Leah Henk, and I serve as president for Freedom from USA, and we work solely in India, working for rescue, restoration, and justice for young girls trafficked. And I feel like it's been a little while since I've been able to join, just a couple months here maybe, but it's been a good season recently. We just a couple weeks ago had our in-person board meeting for the Freedom from USA board, the support system that supports Freedom from India, and a really, really special time. Everyone, for maybe the first time since pre-COVID, was in one place, no one on a screen, and it just felt like an extended family reunion. It was a very special time. Um, and we had Catherine Raja, also our national director, who was there with us, and another special person who actually was on screen with us for a little bit, Ashwin Rathod, who's currently our director of program for the work in India. But Ashwin and I share a bit of fun history in that I joined shortly before he did, and then he joined in India. And our desks, there was no more space in the office, so our desks were down in the general seating area back to back, and a mouse made its home in between our desks, and we had to discover that mouse and chase it out a window with much screaming and jumping. Um, but we've had a long and very good friendship, and and he's just a rock of the office and has continued to faithfully serve and faithfully grow. And I'll be excited to share here in hopefully another month or two a very special podcast that I got to record with him, talking about his own growth and um, taking on this vision and mission. And so I'm going to share a little bit more about that in a second, but just a bit of overview that they give from this past year in India. Really, the highlight and excitement of this past year was in the realm of justice. We saw four significant convictions, and two of them were actually firsts. It was our first conviction in the state of Rajasthan and our first conviction in the state of Gujarat. And so they were groundbreaking in that effect. And so they were talking about their goals and their desires for this next year as they continue to press forward, not without much challenge, I know. But then Catherine began to share with us as well, and I've been fighting this with her for a while because I'm like, Catherine, you are um, uh, she's my travel buddy whenever she comes, and I don't want her to go anywhere. But as many times God does, He's leading her into a period of transition, and they've been working for about a period of a year, um, bringing Ashwin, who is currently director of program, overseeing all the offices, into a national director role. And so he'll be later on this year, perhaps in August, be taking over that position from her while she steps into a new field. And I liked her quote, so I wrote it down at the at the board meeting. But she said, make it about the work and not just about yourself. She said someone had told her the graves are full of indispensable people. So she has for the past several years has been very intentional about creating the next layer, the next level of leadership in each office, as well as for her own position. And so um, you can be in prayer for Freedom from India as they go through this period of transition, because transition is never comfortable, but I do think they are well prepared for that. Um, and again, keep your eyes open for the podcast that should come out later this summer as we introduce Ashwin and his heart for this work. In terms of prayer, I think I would ask you guys to be praying specifically for Uttar Pradesh. It has been our office there. It just continues to be a place um, of struggle. I think At one point, Catherine shared with me that UP is one of the places with the most persecution. It has the most right-wing minister, and that it's in much need of systemic change. Just law and order and justice are much needed there. So prayer for that area. One of the things that they have been struggling with there is one to get a rescue, and then once the rescue is accomplished, that the victims themselves are not booked as criminals, as perpetrators. And so even there was one case where even two minors were being having a case against them, which contradicts all laws to do with minors in prostitution. They are by nature victims. And so we fight this battle on many fronts, and sometimes the most frustrating front is fighting against those who you ought to be on the same team with, fighting for justice, fighting for restoration. So please be in prayer with us for Uttar Pradesh and for the encouragement of our team as well, that they not grow weary in well-doing, that they continue to press forward, not only for rescue, but for restoration, for healing of these broken systems. So I appreciate you guys. I know you always are praying for us. And if you ever have any questions, reach out to me directly, Leah at freedomfirm.org. Thank you.